Shalom. I want to start off like all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wakach, Bash. Double honors to my teachers, the apostles, and all the recently Muslim. And salutations to you, Akim, that's out there listening, pushing forth this word with truth and sincerity. And with you, Akwat, as well, that's listening with sincerity. I'm the brother Messiah from the camp, JMS Montreal, coming back with another lesson. And the Lord's men will be fed in the time of trouble. Okay? Yahweh Shai's men are going to be satiated and everything, all your needs are going to be taken care of when all hell breaks loose, man. Okay, because right now, we're seeing a little preview glimpse with certain benefits that the government is providing. The U.S. being taken away, such as SNAP, what's that, EBT, okay, and other people are complaining, you know. There's some brothers too that from Babylon that might be benefiting from that, however it might be. But regardless, our trust is not in Esau. Okay, our trust is not in him that smote us. We trust in the Lord, man. Okay, all these things that we have, whether it's through Esau, we get it. We know that ultimately it's from the Lord. Okay, because scripture says a man can receive nothing except it be given from heaven. Okay, the paycheck that I get every 2 weeks, although it comes from, a different or it comes from a corporation where Esau runs it, I know that it's the Lord that's providing me with my, every 2 weeks paycheck, man. Okay? You know what I'm saying? It's not my boss or whoever runs that company that has the power to give me my paycheck. No, it's the Lord. The Lord uses them or uses them, to make sure my needs are met. you know? Because it's going to come a time where you're not going to have a job, where you're not going to have a sure place to lay your head. You know what I'm saying? What are you going to do? Are you going to fold under pressure and run to E for help? Or are you going to trust in the Lord? That's going to be the big question, man. And some people are going to fail the test. So that's why you have to, gird up your mind, get your mind ready to face these things very soon, man. You can't trust in Esau, man. You can't trust in the system, bro. In multiple instances, brothers, we be saying this because scriptures say so. And a true elect member is going to have the mindset of, nah, man, I'm not going to trust in this guy. I'm going to trust in Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai because everything that's written says that he's going to provide. Even though Esau, his system's going to crumble, he's going to see that there's no way, nowhere to get your needs. The Lord's going to make a way, man. The Lord is very good, very great at making a way where there is no way. Okay, so we ain't got to stress, man. Let me read this. Isaiah 10 and verse 20. It says, "And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such as have escaped of the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, the Holy One of Israel, in truth." You see? So, in other words, we're not going to trust in Esau, man. We're not going to trust in him that oppressed us. We're going to trust in Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, man. You know what I'm saying? Okay, cool. The government shuts down. No more benefits. It's okay. It's okay. Even if you're, like I said, even if you're a brother or sister that's, being aided by that, it's okay. It's okay, man. If you truly, completely trust in the Lord, He's gonna make a way for you, man. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? It might get a little uncomfortable because your natural routine of where that that it's like that's one of your sources for for your food or whatnot. It might be a little comfortable because you're gonna start stressing out a little bit. Where am I gonna get food or whatever? Don't worry, the Lord's gonna provide, man. The Lord might make it to where that hey, you get a job that's like that's way better paying than what you have now, to where that hey, now you can actually take care of your groceries. You know. However, the Lord can make something happen, man. All you gotta do is trust in Him, man. You know, because ultimately, man, during the time of famine, when there's a scarce of food and things in that nature, okay, it says that we will be fed. Let's get second Ezra. It says we're gonna have abundance, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's good to gird up your mind and prep your mind with the scriptures. So when it comes, you know how to deal with it. So this is second Ezra 2 and verse 27. It says, "Be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance." Of a fact. Don't be weary, man. Hey, the scriptures is commanding you. Don't be weary. Don't fret yourself. You know what I'm saying? When the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others are gonna weep. Others are gonna be sorrowful. But you're gonna be merry and have abundance, man. At first, it might be a little shock. You know, you might be a bit fearful, a bit stressed out, because you know your normal routine is being taken away. It's gonna be uncomfortable to the flesh. But ultimately, you know that hey, the Lord's gonna pull through. You know, this is just for the moment. Let me relax. You're gonna have to rebuke yourself and get off that fearful spirit, that stressed out spirit. You're gonna have to rebuke yourself, man. Because Scripture said the Lord did not give us a spirit of fear, but of strength and of a sound mind. Roughly paraphrasing. You're gonna have to gird up your mind, y'all. Okay, all right, fix up, bro. Relax. You're tripping, man. Throw up a prayer. You know. You know what I'm saying? And then boom, you're gonna see things, start moving in motion the way, hey, the Lord is providing. Yeah, man. Okay, the Lord always provides for his men, but regardless, bro. If you're a true servant, you're doing what you need to do, the Lord's gonna pull and come and clutch. You know what I'm saying? Come and clutch like a buzzer beater. You know what I'm saying? It says right here, verse 28, the heathen shall envy thee, but shall be able to do nothing against thee, saith the Lord. Yeah, other people they're gonna envy, the heathen they're gonna envy, but they're not gonna be able to do shit. Because you gotta have a hedge of protection. Because you gotta understand, in those times, if you have food, you know what I'm saying, you have basically things for survival, you have a target on your back. Okay, you got a generator and shit. You either see light, okay? You have a target. People are gonna look to come towards you and try to loot you and take your stuff, right? For what? For us, they're not gonna be able to do nothing against us. We're gonna have a protection. The Lord's gonna send his angels. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is gonna send his angels, okay, and give them charge over us to keep us in the way so that no harm befalls us. Okay? So we're gonna be good. We're gonna be good, bro. You know what I'm saying? These other people, the wicked, the people that's not following the Lord, they will get looted. Their things gonna be taken away. But as for us, nah. Alright? Let's get Isaiah 65. I'll just get in the blue letter still. Okay? Bear with me. So this is Isaiah 65 and verse 12. It says, "Therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter. Because when I called, ye did not answer. When I spake, ye did not hear, but did evil before mine eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not." Yeah, when the Lord called, his people did not regard. So therefore, judgment is going to come upon them. Therefore, they're going to be given to the sword and to the slaughter, man. Okay, because currently, right now, the Lord is extending his arm, okay, and trying to help our people, but they're refusing to help. So hey, it is what it is, man. Now, how is the Lord extending His arm? Is the fact that the prophets are out there preaching this word. Verse 13, it says, "Therefore, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed." Of a fact, bro. This is factos. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a switcheroo, man. Y'all niggas gonna starve, we're gonna be satiated. You're gonna be thirsty to where that it's gonna be hard for you to swallow your saliva, but us gonna be, hey, our mouth is gonna be fully liquidated. Pause. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Gonna be in a good mood. I'm in a big mood. You know that song? Yeah, I am. Yeah, man, we're gonna be in a big mood. Well, your mood is gonna be completely awful, very off. You know? Because, hey, that's gonna be a one more step towards the kingdom of heaven. You know what I'm saying? You know, when all hell breaks loose, you know what I'm saying? That's another step towards the kingdom of heaven, bro. You know? It's not going backward, it's moving forward. Okay? Because we understand that in order for iniquity, for this corrupt kingdom to come down, it has to be uprooted via violence. Alright? It says, verse 14, "Behold, my servants shall sing with joy of heart, but ye shall, my servants shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit," man. You know what I'm saying? See, we're gonna have joy in our heart. We're gonna have joy in our mind, man. But then they're gonna be acquainted with sorrows and grief through no hope, no answers, nowhere to go. You know what I'm saying? And even if they go to Esau, they're still gonna be through. They're gonna be two through. Two-time loser. You know? Man. Yeah, man. That's the advantage that we have, man. Us, we have a help. You know, people that decide to trust in this government, to trust in the system, they don't have any help, man. For now, you know, you might there's a facade of where that, yeah, the government cares for you, yeah. But we're seeing that being stripped away. How that the government does not give a fuck about you people, man. That's happening in Babylon right now, in America right now. You know, and hey, it's only gonna intensify from here on, man. More things, more benefits gonna be stripped away, and then hey, that may lead to civil war, because it says how that in Job, what's that 20? How that every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. You know, that may lead to where the people are gonna cause an upward, man. You know, because the monthly benefits is being taken away, and already we live in a system where it's a struggle to even survive and make it ends meet. So with that lower health that you had to where that you can make it, hey, with that being taken away, man, hey, people are not gonna be happy with that, man. You know. So this is Job 20 and verse 22. It says, "In the fullness of his sufficiency he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him." Of a fact, okay? I'm saying the fullness of his sufficiency, where everything seems going right, he's gonna be in straits. Okay, every hand the wicked is gonna come upon him. You know what I'm saying? The wicked, when they go through that word, it's the word Aimal, which means the laboring class, laboring people. So in other words, the workers, the normal civilians that's doing the 9 to 5 every week, you know, 5 days out of the week. Well, sometimes even 7 days, sometimes even 6 days, man, doing doubles and shit, you know? So these people are they're fed up, bro. You know, so yeah, man, things are moving in motion, and we're happy seeing these things happen, man. Because hey, once again, it's a step closer to the end, man. Okay, so yeah, this was on my spirit, bro. So I'm gonna close out there, giving all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem. Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wakach, Kodash, Lord willing.